Allah's definition of sin. What Allah, now you have seen what Jesus has defined about sin. Now what Allah has defined about sin. Allah's definition. Sin number 1. Not doing jihad, killing the non-believers for Islam is a sin. If one loves his family and possession more than Allah, his messenger and the way of jihad for Allah, then it is a sin. First thing, if you don't kill for Islam, it's a sin. Surah 49:15. Indeed, the ones possessed of true faith are those who believed in Allah and His Messenger, and then they did not entertain any doubt and strove hard in the way of Allah with their lives and their possession. These are the truthful ones. In the Tamil version, it is very clearly said, you have to do battle for Allah. Surah 9:24. Say, if your fathers and your sons and your brothers and your spouses and your clan and the wealth you have earned and the trade you apprehend will recede and the homes you like are dearer to you than Allah and His Messenger and jihad. Jihad means waging war for Islam in His way. Then wait until Allah comes with His command. And Allah does not lead the sinning people to the right path. So, if a Muslim also does not do jihad for Allah and His Messenger, he will get punishment from Allah. He is not a believer. He is a sinning person. So, Islam and Quran, they are meant for jihad. That means do war and kill people for Islam. That is the if somebody doesn't do that, that's a sin. Now look at the difference. Surah 9:88. But the messenger and the believers in his company have carried out jihad with their wealth and lives, and for them there are the good things, and they are successful. They are the successful. Those who inherit heaven, successful means according to Allah, inheriting heaven. Those people who believe in Allah and Messenger and do jihad with everything in their hand. Surah 4:84. So, O Messenger, fight in the way of Allah, since you are responsible for none except yourself, and rouse the believers to fight. For Allah, He may welcome the might of the unbelievers. You also fight, do war, make the people do war and kill. That is the holy work given in Islam. Anybody who doesn't do it is a sinner. Definition of sin by Allah. Number 2, disbelieving Allah and His Messenger is a sin. Everyone who fails to follow Islam is a sinner. And if one does not believe in Allah and His Messenger, then we have prepared a blazing fire for the disbelievers. Surah 48:13. And whoever turns infidel after that, such people are the transgressors. Surah 24:55. Anybody who goes out of Islam is a sinner. He will inherit hell. He is simply threatening. Surah 9:80. Ask pardon for them, or do not ask pardon for them. Even if you ask pardon for them 70 times, Allah shall never forgive them. That is because they disbelieved in Allah and His Messenger, and Allah does not lead the sinning people to the right path. You are going to see verses. You have already seen verses. John 12:46-48. Somebody who does not believe in me, follow me, I do not judge. Jesus says He doesn't judge. He says punishment. Punishment. Surah 48:13. And if one does not believe in Allah and His Messenger, then we have prepared a blazing fire for the disbelievers. So for all the non-Muslims and the Muslims who do not wage war for jihad for Allah and Islam, they will all go to hell. That is it. Surah 24:55. Allah has promised those of you who believe and do good deeds, etc., etc. Last one. They worship me, ascribing no partner to me. And whoever turns infidel after that, then such people are the transgressors. If anybody starts worshipping Jesus or equating Allah with other gods, he is a transgressor, sinner. Surah 8:20. Oh, those who believe, obey Allah and His Messenger and do not turn away from Him while you are listening. That is like, what is sin, what is not sin. Turning away, not listening to Allah or Messenger is a sin. Sin number 3 as per Allah. Those who forget Allah are the sinners. Surah 59:19. And do not be like those who forget Allah, so He made them forget their own selves. Those are the sinners. Anybody who forgets Allah is a sinner. That's it. They get instant punishment from Allah because that's sin. Sin number 4 as per Allah. Not helping Muhammad is a sin. Those who pledge allegiance with you by placing their hands in your hand, they in fact pledge allegiance with Allah. Allah is Muhammad, Muhammad is Allah. That is what he is telling. Surah 48:10. Those who pledge allegiance with you by placing their hands in your hand, they in fact pledge allegiance with Allah. Allah's hand is over their hands. Then whoever breaks this pledge breaks it to his own detriment, and whoever fulfills the covenant he has made with Allah, he will give him a great reward. That means Allah is Muhammad, Muhammad is Allah. If you don't help Muhammad, if you help Muhammad, you help Allah. You don't help Allah, Muhammad, you are not helping Allah, you are a sinner. You are a sinner. That's it. That's what here. Now we all know for the last 1400 years, Muhammad is not alive. How a Muslim can help Muhammad? So the entire Quran was written for the period when Muhammad was alive. After his death, it has got no relevance, but people are following. As per this verse, nobody can be a Muslim. As per Surah 48:10, nobody can satisfy this, nobody can be a Muslim, and no Muslim can inherit heaven as per this. They are all sinners. All the Muslims are sinners because they cannot help Muhammad. Muhammad is not alive. Common sense. 48:12. But you thought that the messenger and the believers would never return to their families, and see, it seemed good to your hearts, and you thought an evil thought and became a ruined people. Sin number 5 as per Allah. All the Christians are sinners who equate Son of God, Jesus, with God. He may punish hypocrite men and women and polytheistic men and women who harbor evil thoughts of Allah. May ill fate befall them. Allah is displeased with them. He has condemned them and prepared for them hell. Oh, what an evil destination. Jesus says, I condemn nobody. I judge nobody. But he says, I condemn. Surah 48:6. Also so that he may punish hypocrite men and women and polytheistic men and women who harbor evil thoughts of Allah. May ill fate befall them. Allah is displeased with them. He has condemned them and prepared for them hell. What an evil destination. He is simply threatening the people. Jesus has not threatened anybody like this. Now, all the Christians are sinners. One more verse. Surah 2:165. Among the people there are some who set up aside from Allah parallels whom they love as if it be the love of Allah. Yet those who believe are most firm in love for Allah. Only if those who have acted unjustly would see, when they see the punishment, or that all power belongs to Allah alone, and Allah is severe in punishment. Allah is severe in punishment, not love. Nowhere in Islam, nowhere in the Quran you would find a word Allah loves you. It is not there. But in the Bible it is easily there to see Jesus loves you, and in all the actions Jesus has shown tremendous love. He says, my daughter, my son. He said that. So Jesus is love, Allah is hate. That is all. He is very good at punishment because he is not God.